Welcome to the day 7 of the online bootcamp, guys. We will continue with salary. Uh, First of all, I will open the project folder. Uh, Here it is. So, in the previous class, we got some error, right? I just fixed it. The thing is, I deleted the file, so right now I don't have it. Uh, I can just explain the salary app. So, what I remember from previous thing is, uh, I was importing app and I'm importing mails, and inside mails I'm again importing app. So this is causing circular import whenever I'm running salary app.py. So in app.py I was importing salary related things, and then in salary app I'm again importing app. And in mails.py, I mean in mails file also, mails module also, I was trying to import app. Uh, where is mail? So what I did now is I excluded mail from the app, so I don't need app anymore. Previously I was taking email id to fetch the user, and then I mean id to fetch the user. So like that I was doing. So now I excluded it. I removed the db and the app, and right now this is how it is. So there is no db, it is just a mail.py to send mails, so nothing else. There is no need to use the database related things here. So I'm just importing everything from mail. So that's how I broken this circular import thing. uh, yeah, so that's how I broke the circular import. From app.py I was importing salary, and in salary I was importing app.py, and in mails also I am importing mails, and in mails also I was importing app.py. So I removed app.py importing from mail, and then in salary app only I'm importing app. And in app also I'm not importing salary, because flash cap and salary are completely different. So I will just go through how to run this application, then I will explain this salary app code. So right now there is nothing. I have kept information about the salary in this app because both are separate. Okay, so cd backend and then python app.py. So backend is running, and in new terminal I will go to backend, and now I will run the salary app. So how do I run? First, let's see what's in salary app.py. So I'm not doing anything outside the salary. I'm doing everything related to salary in this salary app only. So from salary, I'm importing salary. From app, I'm getting app. From models, I'm importing user. And from mails, I'm importing the functions required to send the mail to specific user. I mean specific mail. So salary equal to salary of, I'm putting a task name, and broker URL, backend URL to store the result of the worker. And salary.config update. I am updating the salary config to not use U2C because we are in IST, right? Indian Standard Time. And I'm giving time zone Asia or Kolkata. So it will follow our Indian Standard Time. And then I defined 3 tasks, daily reminders. So it will use this app and with app.app context. So inside the current applications context, which means which will have all the application settings, database and everything, we are fetching the user from the database. And for user in users, I'm sending daily mail. For every user, I'm sending this daily mail. And here I'm passing user.email. Inside email, I'm not fetching user's information. In salary app itself, I'm doing this. So that's the thing. If you do here, then it will for sure give error. So that's a thing. That's a learning for me also. And again, a salary task, monthly reminders, which will just use this send monthly reminders. You can pass data if you want. So you have to write a function to generate users a specific user's previous month data to and pass it into the function. And data you need to find it in a way. So here I'm not passing any data. I'm just making a string day one this slot, day two Reliance slot, day three Reliance slot. So I just hard code it because you just need to make the data into a string format and append it into the subject. So that's it. Also, if you like, then you can make a HTML template and then render values and send it as a mail. So you can do that. It's up to you. So for now, I'm just using this basic template to sending it to every user. And then in salary task export CSV, what I'm doing, if the task is called, I'm opening with tab context. I am fetching the user for user in users, generate users data to export to CSV. And for both main monthly and CSV export, we need to fetch the data of the user, and here we need to send as a mail. Here we need to make it a file and then send the link to the user. So that's the difference. CSV export job user.email. So I will also show this. So here, if you pass the data to send export job result, it will take data and email address. It will make the data to a CSV. So we are using save to CSV function here to convert this, I mean, this formatted data like rows, right, name and age, city, to a CSV file. And then it is saving in static folder CSV export and user email name dot CSV file in the format of that. And link, yes, this is the link. And here we are sending this in the user mail. So that's it. There is nothing more. Like a mail.py was working very fine. There was no issue with mail.py, but only thing is I was importing app here because I don't need, right? The better thing in programming is avoid if something is not useful. Only do useful thing. So that's the thing. In salary app, so that's what I did till now. And here I define scheduled tasks. So with to salary app, I'm configuring beat schedule. So daily reminders and monthly reminders. So daily reminders, I'm putting task salary app, that is the file name, dot daily reminders, the function. So here we can see daily reminder function. So this function I have scheduled to 12 hours 33 minutes. So I will keep it to 19 and 15. So 7:15 p.m. it will send the mails. Daily reminders every day at 7:15 p.m. Whereas monthly, uh, I mean, I will just hide it. It will work for sure. So you can trust it. For now, I'm just giving it uh, Control C, Control V, uncomment. So for the sake of testing, I will just give hour equal to 19 and then minute equal to what is the minute 15. So we'll keep it like this. Day of month, we can give 25, but I am not sure. So let's check 25. Hope it will work. Okay, today is 24, right? Then 25. Okay. So control S. Now I will run the app. So there is a different command. If you are using WSL, okay, first I need to run the Redis. So I will share the links later. So yesterday I downloaded it from the GitHub, right? The Redis thing. So I will open that. So here is the Redis that I downloaded from the GitHub. So Redis server, yep. So it is running. In Ubuntu, it's very easy. So just ask ChatGPT how to install it. So here we need to download because there is no official support. We need to download it from the GitHub. And then I'm starting Mailhog. So both Mailhog and Redis are working. So that's fine. And now now I have to run the worker first. App is running fine. Now I need to run the worker. So I just kept a readme file here. There is command, but let me try it myself. I think I remember. Salary hyphen a, and the what is the app name? Salary app.py. So we need to give this app the file name salary app, and then dot and the salary app that we have defined. So salary equal to salary of app, right? We are creating a salary app and putting it in the variable salary, right? So we need to pass the variable. So yesterday we got some Flask don't have some user options, something. So that was the issue because I am not passing this. Okay, let's try this. So I'm directly passing salary app. So this was the error. I spent so much time on this. Then later I read some article in that they mentioned we need to specify which variable the salary is holding. So that's the thing. Uh, Worker hyphen log. I will test both then equal to info. So this is the usual command. What we will do. So yeah, here we can see Flask object has no attribute user options. So I spent so much time on this, but it's waste of time. So what you need to do is, after specifying the module in which module salary is, you also need to specify the variable dot salary, and then this will work. Again, another thing is, uh, so though the salary is running in the Windows, so if I call a salary task, so in yesterday in controllers.py, there was some circular import again. So right now it is not, because yeah, here I'm importing inside this function from salary app imports export CSV, and then task equal to export CSV dot delay. Now we will send a request to this function so that it will enter here. So breakpoint just to check. So I will use this Thunder client to enter into this function. I will send a request so it will enter that route, and we can see. Okay, okay, time went. I need to start it again because I haven't turned on the schedule. Okay, let it be. Uh, so yeah, so now we'll make a send request. So I hope you remember all. I hope you all remember that the export CSV has this slash API slash export CSV. So I kept it, and in controllers.py, whenever it enters get request, so it will enter this. So I'm sending. So there is no response. It is keep loading. It means it is trying to fetch. So it's processing. Now we'll go to flash cap. Here we need to do continue C. So it will go to next line. So we see here, we can see CSV export initiated, and here I can go to the salary. Here we are seeing not enough value to unpack. So this is another error I was getting for so much time. I thought I was doing something wrong, but no, I'm doing correct. The thing is, salary and Redis are not for Windows, so it is meant for Linux. So we need to use this another command, that is I will explain now. So yeah, it's better to use the official ones, but if you try to do these things, we need to do some I mean, you need to find all the source like which will work. So we need to use other command, another command, that is hyphen fn pool equal to solo. So I think this will do multi-threading and this will single threading. I think something like that. But for Windows, we must use solo pool. So salary hyphen a salary app dot salary, and then worker. So this is a file name, and then the variable worker hyphen fn log level equal to info, and then hyphen fn pool equal to solo. Now here I need to give the schedule thing. So I'm not running that yet. So cd backend, and just keeping the every variable ready. Cd backend, and here I will do salary. For this it is simple. For a worker only, we need to give that salary app.py salary beat hyphen fn log level equal to info. We don't need to give the hyphen fn pool equal to solo. For Linux or Mac OS, you can directly use this. For Windows only, we need to use this info. Yeah, fine. Yeah, so we will change the timings here so that we can see the timed outputs. So right now it's 9, 19, 18. Let's keep it 20. Scheduled task will run at 20 minutes. Uh, 20. Okay, it's exactly 19. Let's keep it 21. Day of month 24. Yep. So let's run this. Okay, salary is running. It got 3 tasks. That's good thing. Let's also run the beat very fast. Okay, so beat also started. So this will create some files. That we don't need to worry. We need to exclude it in the git ignore. There is some way to do this. Dot git ignore. Salary beat schedule star. Okay, yeah. So salary beat schedule. So whatever file name with salary beat schedule, it will uh, not upload to GitHub. So that's why it turned great color. Okay. Okay, in 1 minute it should trigger these two functions. And I forgot. Here we in the previous call we yeah, so it was not working. Yeah. 1920. Let's see at 7:21 if it calls the task. Hmm. Yeah, success. So sending due task, monthly reminders, and then sending due task, daily reminders. So yeah, monthly and daily reminders are working. Now we can see in the worker. So here we can see both of the tasks are working. It received the task, monthly reminders, and it succeeded in this much time. Monthly reminders sent successfully, and then it also received the daily reminders and it sent successfully. So it will trigger only on this scheduled task. So in the time of Viva, you can just turn it on, like for every 10 seconds show this. So yeah, you can do this in the Viva. So let's open Mailhog to check the mails that we sent. Mailhog. So here we can see these are daily reminders. Make sure to check our application to this email ID, admin@gmail.com. For three of them received the make sure to check our application. And these are the monthly reminders. Here is your previous month report. So the data we will send, they can see it here. And yeah, that's it. So that's it about monthly and daily reminders. So this code will run every day at 7:21 p.m. Whereas this will every day of month at exactly at 24. So you should make it the end of the day or else starting of the month, and you need to fetch the user details in the previous months. So that's it. You need to configure it like that. Every starting of the month, you need to send it. So for the demonstration purpose, I just kept it 24. So that's it, guys. So daily and monthly reminders. Now I'll explain about the uh, asynchronous job. So I'm calling this function. So this is same as this previous functions, but it will run asynchronously. I mean, these are timed. These are not timed, only but triggered when user wants to. So in controllers.py, I'm enabling the user to use this asynchronous function to export a CSV. So whenever I go to this URL in the browser, when a user clicks on a button, we will call the API, right? In this API, you should call this function, and you need to make a logic to export data according to, like, if your admin is watching all the users in a page, if admin clicks on download as CSV button, CSV button, then there should be a API, I mean API slash API slash export slash users. Then it will download all the users information and it will return as a CSV file. And admin should only be able to download it. For users, what you can show, download the history. Then you will make a separate slash API slash export slash history, and it will download all the specific user, like current logged in users history as a CSV file. So if you do that, then you can use it for both the monthly reminders and also user reminder. So that's it about schedule. I will not go through it. So in this salary, now if I call this function, it will run this function and it will make a delay. So what I will do is I will give time dot sleep. From time, I'm importing sleep, and then time dot sleep dot 12 seconds. So if this is a big file, so it will keep time, right? I mean, it will take time, right? Okay, it's better to not keep it here. I will keep it in here, but I need to refresh it. For now, let it, okay, it's okay. So if I call this function, it will enter here, and then it should send mail. So I sent request. It's loading because we got into breakpoint. So here we can see it is processing because we got a breakpoint. So continue. Now we can see CSV export initiated, and if you see here, it received it task salary app dot export CSV, and it received, and it saved the CSVs of every user, because that's how I defined it here in the mail.py. No, not mail.py, salary app itself. I'm doing this with app.app context. For every user, I'm exporting some data and pushing this. So Yeah, but what you have to make is you can keep it here like JWT required, and whoever with the token send that, with the token you will get the user information, and that specific user's data you have to export. So for demonstrating, I just kept it. So I mean, I hope you people can do that. So get the specific current user's information and generate only the user's data. And yes, the salary done the task, it exported. Now we can see in the front end, for every user it sent a CSV export. So right now, though I'm clicking on this export CSV data, it should only give one, but I'm sending to everyone. So it should not be like that. Whoever clicked, we should send to that specific user only. So that's the thing. So yeah. So if suppose we only kept it to admin, like admin clicked on that link, and we should send CSV to admin only. So admin opened the mail, and if admin clicks on it, it will automatically download. So admin can open it, and where it gone? Yeah. So Alice NYLA Chicago. If you open mail.py, it will be the same hard coded data that we given. So what you need to do is you need to get the current user information and what kind of data they are exporting. If it is admin, all users. If it is user, user history. And you need to send it in this format, and this function will take care of it to convert CSV and save it with the user email name in the static folder. So that's it. Any doubts, guys? So I hope you all learned about this. I mean, how it is working. So understanding how it is working is important than coding. You can just copy paste the code and modify it to according to your usage. But the thing is, you should be able to understand how it is working. Any doubts?
I believe it's clear.
Yeah, once you implement, so what's happening is, so whenever we run a salary, it runs a specific, I mean, separate application. So this salary, and we are using this Redis to use as a message broker. What is broker? Like we can save some information there, and we can also asynchronously do some tasks using Celery and save it in the Redis. So we will keep all the information in the Redis whenever we keep this. Uh, if Celery wants to execute some so many tasks, then it will keep a queue in Redis, and after one task is done, it will go to next one. So if so many people click on export button, then it will increase the load, right? So for example, if this salary task, that is to generate user export, uh, uh, so right now this will get the first user, and then what I will do is, so for example, I'm only generating this to one user. I'm not sure who it is. uh, so only one user it will send mail, but for example, if the user is admin, okay, then let's do admin only. User equal to user dot query dot filter by email equal to, I hope this is correct, admin at gmail.com dot first. And what I will do is, if admin is clicked on download user information, and the user information is very large, that is like some terabytes, something like, it will take a lot of time to process. So that is what we are trying to mimic. From time, import sleep, and sleep of, I'm keeping it as 10 seconds, or else we can do a for loop. So it will print. Uh, yeah, we can do this. Yeah. For I in range of 10, time dot, uh, so sleep off, I'm keeping 2 seconds. So it will wait for, okay, it will wait for I mean 20 seconds. So I will keep it 5. So 5 to the 10, it will sleep for 20 seconds, and we will print exporting CSV, and then the percentage, like 1 by 5. So just using this ChatGPT given code, and we'll refresh the worker. So that's about salary. What is this? Scheduling. So I don't need it anymore. So I just stopped
Sir,
it.
what is sleep doing here? Can you tell me once
Yeah,
more?
yeah, I will explain. So that's about the salary. scheduling. So I deleted the terminal because I don't need it anymore. Right now I will focus on this export CSV. So this will be asynchronous job. What it means is whenever you request this API, it will call this mail.py, right? So where was it? Okay, I don't need this. So in controllers, we are calling this export CSV function. And what this function will do is it will sleep for 2 seconds. Look, for I in range of 5, like for every 5 times, it will sleep for 2 seconds. So if I just want to show you one example, I can give you. So test.py. And in this, I will import time. Then print hi. Then time dot sleep. So it will just wait for this much time to execute the print by. Yeah, I will open new terminal. Print, oh sorry, Python test.py. So here we can see cd backend. So here we can see it printed high. It will wait 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, after 10 seconds, it will print by. So we are trying to mimic some action. Like if we are trying to process some file, like processing 100 GB file. So we are just doing that of data. So just faking it, and we have very slow processor. Like it will take 15 seconds. Process done. Processing complete. So I'm just mimicking it. So with this time dot sleep, if we are doing some code, it will go line by line, right? So we will just fetch the data. It will take a lot of time. So if user clicks on some API link, we expect the action to done at instant, right? User can't wait in the browser for longer time. If it is case of like some task which will take a lot of time and user can't wait, then we can return. We will send mail to you once the process is completing. Like that, we can say, right? So let me run this function again. So it is sending processor processing 100 GB of data, and it is key processing, and we need to wait till the completion. So it's waiting. So we are not sure if the work will complete or not if we are not there. So it now completed. What if it is timed out sleep 100 seconds or else 1000 seconds? So are you getting my intuition? So that's what I'm doing same here. In the controllers dot salary app, I'm defining this app to like it will take a lot of time to export. So that's why we don't want user to wait for it. So we'll do it asynchronously out of the application context. In controllers.py, I imported this salary app, I mean export CSV function, and I am doing task equal to export CSV dot delay. So it will do a asynchronous job. It will keep this task in a queue. Like once everyone's task is completed, then it will run this task. If there is no task, then it will run this task first. Like without even worrying about the task, it will say CSV export initiated. We will send you a mail. So like that, we can tell to the user, like you don't need to wait, you can go somewhere. Like that, we are doing this. So I will remove this breakpoint because
Okay.
we got it. So yes,
No, I was saying okay, sir. Yeah, got it.
okay then, yeah. So Flask app is running. I am not going here back. So I will just open this. I will run this salary worker again. So the changes are made to the worker. It will now be implemented. Like I mean, the salary got it. So I will call this method. So it will go here, and it will the salary will put this task in a queue because there is no other user. I mean, using this application concurrently, it won't uh, take time. It will run the application. I mean, with the function instantly, but we will see a response here. So I'm requesting to this URL, and it will run this function. So here we can see CSV export initiated. We will send you email, and here we can see the salary instantly doing this task. It received the task. It is doing instantly. 1 by 5 completed, 2 by 5 completed, 3 by 5 completed, 4 by 5 completed, 5 by 5 completed, and it's saved here. And then it sent mail to the user. Export job results sent successfully. So it also sent a mail. It saved it, then it also sent mail to user. But here we are not waiting that much time, right? Instantly we are getting this response. Uh, yeah, here I will give some more time. Then it will be clear. 3 seconds. So it won't update. We need to stop this and run again to modify the changes. So again, I'm running the worker. So it's empty now. I will delete all the mails again. So no mails now. I'm going here. So worker, I'm only focusing on this asynchronous job that will trigger manually when user clicks something, I mean some URL. In this route, I'm importing from Flash, I mean salary app, importing export CSV function, and I am putting a delay on this function. So no need to do it now. I mean, if you remove this, then it will run instantly. Okay, let's do this. Then it will be clear. So I sent it. So it is taking processing. So we can see here in app. So 1 by 5 completed, 2 by 5 completed. So right now it is working in front end. Like the user has to wait for it. 4 by 5, 5 by 5 and mail sent. Now we can see here we received this CSV export, and in API response also we got it after waiting this much time. What if it is taking more time? So the intuition was that now anyway it will work. If I click on it, it will download the file. So I will just delete this whole messages. Now I don't want user to wait for that much time. What if the export takes more than a day? Then user can't wait there, right? So I'll just put in delay here. So this salary will take care of now. So it won't print it here because it won't even print these things. It will directly skip this. It will get a task ID and it will return your export be initiated. You will receive mails when it's done. That was also we need to show in the front end in the view, but I'm not doing it because you know how to call the API, right? And show the message. So yeah, now I will, if I send a request, now we see here in backend in the salary, we received the task. Salary is doing that, not the flash cap. See here, there is no printing. It just returned instantly. Here it is not waiting, but the task is still waiting. If you go to browser, so now we received it a few seconds ago. Yeah, it is done. It sent the mail. Have you guys understand this? Like in Viva, they might ask how it is working. Then you need to explain this process. So, any doubts? If you not understood anything, just point it out. If everything is fine, just show the thumbs up.
No, sir.
Mhm.
Understood. The only thing is that I mean, user might be just happy with a notification. Instead, even if we actually remove the delay, right? He
Okay.
might be okay. If we give him a notification, he might not just bother about it for some time, right? So, but delay is actually mimicking, I think,
Yeah, mimicking the action, like
actions and
yeah.
managing like schedules and all that stuff, I think.
I mean, for demonstration purpose, I kept this, but in project, you don't need even to do this. So yeah, I mean, knowing this thing is important. That's it. So we will use salary to, I mean, not in foreground, in background, do these tasks, something like that. We use salary for that.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. So yeah, your understanding is correct, Chandra. So delaying, I'm just keeping this. So this delay is to do it in background, but in salary app, I'm using this delay to artificially create some task which will take more time to complete. So now it is very clear. So any other doubts, Vaishnavi, Shyam?
Clear so far.
Clear. Okay then. So that's it. So there is nothing more to discuss about this. Now I will close it. Salary. So once you implement it, see the code, and try it your own. Then you will get it. Yeah. For next task, what we need to do is we need to. Uh, yeah, I don't need salary anymore. So salary is separate app, so it won't rely on uh, any other things. So that's it. Now let's go back to back end. Now what we need to do, only two things are left. in the project to explain that our graph generating and caching. So salary and Redis is done. Asynchronous jobs like CSV exporting, sending mails. Now we need to generate graphs, and before generating graphs, let's go through the caching part because caching is uh, uh, caching is something that needs to know to improve the front end. So let's also start the front end to explain the caching because for graph generation also we need to anyway. So I will open a new terminal. Cd front end npm run dev. Front end is running. Okay, so I'm logging with admin account, admin at gmail.com, admin at gmail.com. Okay, okay, password is admin. So admin dashboard and admin dashboard slash quotes will list all the quotes, right? We have. So I will create one more quote. Hello, everyone. So quote created and it got added. So namaste everyone. So right now there is only three entities, right? There are only three entries in this. What if there are more than three? Like what about 1,000, 10,000? Then it will take time to fetch in the database, right? So database will also take some time to fetch the information. So here in the salary app, I mean not so forget about salary. I spent whole day on salary, so that's why going back there. So listing all the quotes. So here, if we don't pass any ID, it will go to every, I mean, it will fetch all the course information, right? So here what I'm trying to do is, I will import time. And if there are so many tasks, suppose there are so many codes, I'm not specifying time, codes, then it will take time to fetch all codes. So I'm just putting simulating delay for the demonstration. So I'm putting 12 seconds. So done. Now, if I go here, previously it was instantly showing here, right? So I will reload the page. It will list all the codes, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So maybe I counted very slow. So again, if I refresh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, maybe I counted very slow, but yeah, mission will do correctly. So it's 12 seconds only. Maybe I counted very slow. So that's it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like if there are so many codes, it will take too long to do. I mean, fetch every one of them. So in this case, what we will do, there is another approach also, that is pagination. We will list only top, I mean, first page. Then if user wants more, then he can go to next page. So what YouTube will do is, if you go to YouTube, uh, okay, so there is something called pagination. So instead of listing everything, when user goes to first page, we will only list 10 items. Then user goes to next page, we will try to load some more just to avoid burden on the uh, backend. Like if user clicks on this, we will listing all the 10,000 things user even don't want them. So in this case, it is waste of time, right? Also user need to wait. So that's one thing. But in our project, they are not asking that to implement. So we don't go through that. Another thing is, what we can do is we can store the information in a cache. Even though if it is small information, but to display them, it will take a lot of time and people will frequently access it. Then in order to improve the performance, what we will do is we will do caching. So if I refresh again, so here you can see it is taking so much time. So in order to avoid this, what we can do is we can cache. Once the result is out, we will store that result in the cache. Whenever user tries to access the data, if the data is already there, then it will return simply that thing. So there is something called flash cache. Caching, I will just use the documentation to implement that. That is simple app that we can use to implement caching. So Flask caching. Uh, from Flask caching, import cache, and we need to give this config. Uh, okay, we can make it simple than this. Let's not go through this. Example. Okay, Redis example because we're using Redis to store the cache. So I'm using this medium thing. Okay, we need to use flash caching only, but here they are using minimal setup. Cache equal to cache and Redis client application.config. Yeah, okay, then we can do this. So in app.py, so right now it is, so I just want to give again the clarity. If I refresh the page, it will take 12 seconds to load these codes because there are so many codes. We are just assuming that. And now I will implement caching in the application, in the backend, not in front end. In backend, app.py, first I need to install this Flask caching because that is the library that we're going to use to do the caching part. Pip backend cd backend pip install celery Flask caching. So it will install that. In the meantime, we can write the code for that. And uh, configuring JWT, enabling all the routes. So here I will try to add this configure caching. So from Flask caching, I'm importing cache, and it is giving some auto fill thing. So let me just check before using. Okay, I think we can use this cache equal to cache of app config cache type simple cache default timeout. So after some time, the cache will expire. So default time we are giving it 300. Let it be, and then 300 and hmm, I think simple cache will not use Redis, I guess. If you want to save it in Redis, maybe we need to specify it. I'm not sure. Let's first check. So I just kept it. Then we need to import other at cache got cached. Do we need to import this? Okay, then. So let's go here. So now to this get quotes, I will put caching part. So JLT required. After this, I will implement cache dot cached timeout equal to after 1 minute, and then query string equal to true. I don't know what is this query string. We can use some key prefix. Uh, Key prefix equal to quotes. So this is something code to identify this specific cache. We can also delete some cache. So we can do this cache dot delete item. Once there is some change is there, we can use this. So we'll discuss about it later. For now, this it is. Um, okay, maybe we need to import this cache from app.py. Cache is not defined, so let's import it. Okay, it will give circular import. I don't know how they are importing here. Hmm. Hope it will not give circular import. Let's try from app import cache control S. Yeah, so it is giving circular import error. Uh, or else we can exclude this from the app. cache of app is equal to. So now we got a circular import. Now we need to find a way, because when I'm running the app, it is going through here. Controllers, it will import, it will go here. And here I am trying to again import cache from app. So again, it is going here. So this is happening in loop. So is there any way to break it? Yeah, we can do this. In the same way, db dot from models import db comma user. And in db, we are not importing app, I guess. db dot init app. Is there something called cache dot init app? Let's check once. Okay, I think it is there. So we will try to do this cache dot init tab. To just to avoid this circular import thing, I am doing this. So here uh, to the app, I am giving these commands: app of app.config of cache type equal to simple cache, and then app.config default cache of time, and then yeah, I think that's it. So I'm not doing this here. From controllers, import cache, and in controllers itself I will import the cache. So configuring cache in controllers itself, I'm doing this. From flask caching, import cache. uh, okay, it's capital C. uh, Cache equal to cache, so it's something, that's it. And now here I will import this from controllers, import this small cache, because that is small c. And here I will do this app dot sorry, cache dot init of app. So I'm initializing this app to cache. So I'm just trying to do the same db dot init tab. I'm also doing the same here, cache dot init tab. So if I run, it should not give error. Yeah, it is not giving, so that's a good thing. Yeah, now let's go back to our application. Very fresh. It will take time. Are we okay? I also kept this one in the get method. So cached timeout 60 seconds. So now I think it is cached. So if I refresh, it should show instantly. Okay, it is not showing. Uh, okay, because I kept timeout sleep. Is it so? Okay, I need to pass the Redis or somewhat. I'm not sure. Cache equal to cache of app. Do you also have to give it here? Okay, let's do this. Cache of config equal to cache rep simple cache. And just following the documentation. So I'll stop the server, run it again. So refresh the page. It will take 12 seconds. Yeah, now it is cached. So if I refresh, it is loading instantly. Why? Uh, it is because of the cache. So previously I not gave this config, and then whenever it initialized with the application, it got this information. So right now it is working. So cache type simple cache, and it saved the information. But after 60 seconds, it will expire. Guys, have you understood what I did here? I created a cache application, I mean cache variable, and to that I gave this config cache type simple cache. If we don't want a simple cache, we can also use Redis. So just remember that we can use simple cache, which will just keep the information in the memory, or else we can use Redis. So right now we are doing simple cache here, and I'm importing that cache. I'm configuring with the application app.config cache type simple cache, and the default timeout to be 300 seconds. After 300 seconds, this cache will delete automatically. Whenever user loads again, at first it will take some time, but after it will take time. So it got deleted. It will reload. Oh, 300 seconds done in this much time, very fast. So yeah, it loaded again. If I refresh, okay, loading codes failed. Okay, maybe because of the access token. So token got expired. We need to log in again. Log in again. Admin@gmail.com. So admin dashboard. Go to slash codes. So now it is instantly giving because the user already requested for this, right? I mean it is cached, right? So that's why. So yeah. So if I do some delete operation, namaste everyone. If I delete this, code deleted, still it is showing here. Anyone knows why it is there? Because for delete it gave 200, like it got deleted, but still it is showing here. Namaste everyone. Chandra, Shyam, Vaishnavi, any reason why it is still showing? Okay,
Maybe it also got downloaded.
yeah, because it was cached. I mean, it's
Ah,
stored in the memory. So it is running again. So the cache got deleted. Now it is running again. Now we can see only two of them. So the user needs to wait. I mean, the specified time. Whenever the cache deleted, then only it will update. So then we can see the updation here. I think the cache not got this apps configuration like default timeout to be 300 seconds, but no need to worry. So cache is working. That's the important thing. I think we don't need to do this. Okay, let it be. So yeah. So now what we will do is we will delete this cache. So if I refresh, it is loading instantly because the cache got into the memory. If I delete hello everyone, it got deleted. Like we can see here, delete it is 200 response because the cache is in the memory. Whenever refresh, it is still giving the cached one. It don't want to wait 12 seconds. So that's why we kept it in the memory. So that user, whenever user tries to want to access it, we will return it instantly. But if there is any change in data, then we need to again do it, right? It is false information. Right now, there is only one code, but we are showing two. That is false information. So yeah, the cache expired automatically. I don't think this is implementing like a default cache timeout. Okay, then let's use it. I don't think this app config is working. So here we will give this common cache default timeout to be 300. So I will start again. Control C, run again. Yeah. So it will take 12 time in the initial stage. So because first it will fetch the information. Once it is success, it will store the information in the cache. Yeah, now it displayed. Now if I refresh, it will instantly send the information because it got cached. It is stored in the memory. If I delete, it is deleted, but still it is showing because of the caching thing. But it is false information, right? Right now there is no cache. Even if I add some new data, hello, it is still showing one, but there are two codes right now. So it is only showing one. So let me add some more. So yeah, we can see only one is showing because of the cache part. So we need to delete the cache whenever there is some change in data. So what we can do is whenever there is post method that some new code is added into this cache dot delete, and then we can give the password ID, that is the code's ID. Whenever there is something some new code got added into the application, we will delete this codes. Even if there is any update, we need to show that, right? We need to delete cache dot delete codes. So here we are storing this cache with the key prefix code. So with this code key, we can delete the cache. Yeah, even after delete, we need to delete the cache, right? So yeah, so that's it. If I refresh, still, so right now it is working again because of the reboot, I guess. So it is fetching. It is taking 12 seconds. Yeah, now it is cached. If I refresh, it will load instantly. If I delete, then it will update. So let's delete this bye bye. So code deleted. If I refresh, so it is again taking some time. So it is showing only one. Let's add one more code. So code created. So after creating, we need to refresh page. So after I kept the code and it deleted the cache. It is loading again 12 seconds. So yeah, here the code is. If I delete this hi hello, so right now I added this, right? If I reshare, it is instantly working. Like it is instantly showing. It is not. I mean, going to the what is this? Doing this process again because it cached the memory. But if I delete something, then it will delete the cache. So I need to refresh the page. Then we can see it is reloading again. It is fetching all the information from the database, and then it will show. So that simple cache is, we just need to understand the thing. So if I refresh again, it is not taking so much time because I kept the delete, right? So because of the delete, it was, uh, I mean, it deleted the cache. So that's it. So that's simple it is. Now we can see every time I make some changes, I need to wait so much time because of the cache. I mean, usually it won't happen in small applications. We only cache information which won't change very frequently. Uh, so for example, what can I say about it? Like, if you can see here, there is image. We won't change it, right? Uh, so user can delete or do anything. It should be there every time. So in order to save time, we can cache this information in the browser, right? So that's what browsers do. To improve the performance, it will automatically save the all the images in the browser. So whenever you refresh the page, it will be still there. It will be somewhere in the browser application, but we don't know. But whenever we refresh, it will avoid loading the images because it already got the image, right? So it will just check the file name. If it is already there, it will just load that instead of downloading and showing it again. So that's what the applications do very cleverly to improve the performance. So that's it, guys, about caching. Any doubts here? So this is very simple. From flash caching, import cache, and we need to give this configuration, and then we need to init with the application. I mean, initializing the cache with the application, and then before every get, we need to do this. Only for get we can do this caching because we need to show this shoot to the user, right? For delete and post, we are pinpointing only specific uh, entity. Yes, Chandra.
Sir, I have two questions to ask. First is, you some minutes ago told that
Mhm.
the JW2 token got expired and you had to log in again, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
So uh, the cache will still be there, right? Only the token has to be renewed. right?
Yeah, token has to be renewed. I mean, usually it will happen, right? There is some time. I'm not sure. JWT Flask expiry. We can change the time also if you want. So it is with the application. I mean, it's happening in the previous to previous session also. Uh, yeah, we can give this timeout. JWT access token expires. So when it will expire. So we can keep this.
Right, because when we are actually demoing this application in Viva, that time it should not expire,
Yeah.
right?
So yeah, here you can do this. Expire time equal to from time import time delta, and then do this
Right.
from data import time delta. Yeah. So it will not expire for 15 minutes whenever you log in. So
So if everything else is same, then the cache will be still be maintaining that data, right? So let's say cache is there for 60 seconds, and
mhm.
in between my login token expires
Hmm.
for some reason, right?
No, no. See,
When I
see.
log in again,
If you do caching for one thing, it will just check all the parameters like what are the keys to get this data. If all users is trying to get the same data, if the cache is already, I mean, it is already cached, then it will send the same thing. But if someone tries to apply some filter like between the specific dates,
got it,
then
sir, got
it
it.
will not apply. Yeah. So it will
Correct.
just check everything.
So it is just a dump of data. It will only if it is satisfying those conditions, it will quickly retrieve because it is not supposed to change. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
idea.
Hmm.
Sir, second question is that when you are actually helping us learn this, right?
Hmm.
You have to basically refresh the application every time, right, to show the changes, right?
Okay.
So. Uh, I mean, for learning purpose, it is fine, but a user will not actually keep on refreshing something, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just to understand that. So is there something which can avoid this uh, consistent refresh to actually check and all?
Uh, I mean, this is
I'm
the
not
only
sure
way.
I'm making sense here, but I see you refresh every time to kind of show stuff, right? Um, but in a practical world, right, when user is actually using some application,
Hmm.
uh, he will not refresh ideally, right? He will just sit and see what is the response. That's all, right?
So what Facebook and those things is, I just know about the username thing. So it will fetch the information very fast because all the information is somewhere cached.
Hmm.
So even if there is any new data, it will put it into the existing data. So they will cache it very, I mean, what is it? Very efficiently. So for the sake of understanding, like we are doing this project just to tell that we understood this topic and we implemented this.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So in the during Viva, you have to do the same thing to show the proctor like I know this thing, so this is how it works. So even though it is small scale application, but still I implemented it because to tell that I mean
You're right.
yeah, to get grades, right? Yeah.
Okay, sir. We can actually move.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
So
this.
that's it. I'm not sure why it is not opening. So right now I added new code. So code I mean it is deleted. I need to refresh the page. So it is taking 12 seconds. But if I open a code, it is not showing. So that's the thing. Yeah, so it is now cached after adding. I mean, it got deleted, now it got added again. So if I open this specific code, it is showing code not found. Um, I think it is because of the cache thing. I need to add one more parameter. Uh, Query string. I'm not sure. Let's check. What is query string? When true, the cached key used will be result of hashing the order query string parameters. This avoid creating different caches for same query just because parameters were passing in different order. See make cached key string for more details. So I think uh, if it is slash quotes, I mean admin slash quotes, it was caching before. The query string will take care of this. So let's see. Okay, right now it is showing. I'm going back. it will take some time to load that. So now it got cached, so it will load very fast. If I open specific one, it should show that okay, it got cached. Yeah, so yeah, so we need to use this query string also. So here the description itself says that defaultly it will be false. When true, the cache key used will be treated, will be the result of hashing the ordered query result string parameters. So what are the parameters we are passing to get that data? So this avoids creating different cachings for same query. So previously I was trying to get slash quotes and it was caching fine. But when I'm opening a specific quote, it was not loading because to that also it was keeping this all the quotes information in the cache. After keeping this query string equal to true, because I'm also adding slash 3 at the end, it is not, it is treating it as a separate thing and it is loading the information again. So I can go back here. If I refresh, it is loading very fast because it is cached. So it got deleted. It's loading again. Uh, so yeah, it loaded. Now you can see 401. Okay, the token expired. 15 minutes इतना जल्दी हो गया. We need to log out. Okay, slash codes. Now we can see the codes instantly loaded. And yeah, it is cached. So if I try to open something, it is loading instantly. Previously it was not because of the query string equal to false. Default it will be false. For this also it stored it is resulting previous information, that is quotes. So uh, it, have you guys got this? Have you understood this?
Yes.
Yeah. So for code slash 3 also it was resulting previous all codes cache, but after specifying query string equal to true, it will also check how we are querying the data. So if it is a single quote, it will cache the single entity again. So it will make multiple things. So here we can see this avoids creating different caches for same query just because the parameters were passed in a different order. So now it will avoid it will make duplicate copies. So it will make separate copies for codes 3. It will cache again. So that's something. So that's about caching, guys. Now we'll go through the uh, graph part. So in admin dashboard itself, I want to show a graph. Yeah, here we can see it got cached again. Okay, so that's about caching. At least for one page, do caching, guys, so that whenever the proctor asks you to show caching, maybe for user page do both caching and also the CSV export part, so it will be very clear to the whoever proctoring you that you know everything and you are doing it correct. So that's it. At least do for a one page. Okay then. So in admin dashboard, I want to show a graph. So for displaying graphs in our application, in Mad1, what we were doing is we were using matplotlib to generate one image, storing it in static folder and showing it in the user face. In the front end. So I will just show the Mad1 project I created in this bootcamp. Uh, so in admin dashboard, that is slash admin. Here we are. What we are doing is we are message. So author is equal to author.query.all. We are fetching all the author's information in the application, and we are converting author to dictionary, and we imported matplotlib and matplotlib.use. Okay, this is something called not using graphical user interface because you are just saving the image. Saving the graph as image, whatever exported by this matplotlib, and then matplotlib pyplot import plot. and we plotted some graphs. So bar plot, which will take author's name and then len of quotes, like how many quotes are there for this author in this application, and we plotted it as a bar plot and with green color. Now we are saving this bar plot in static folder, graphs folder, and bargraph.png. Whenever admin open this admin page, we will generate this graph and we will redirect to the admin dashboard. And in admin dashboard, we are passing this file name. So pygraph path equal to pygraph path. And here in this template, in the admin dashboard, admin can see this graph in dashboard.html. So here, image src equal to bar graph path, and the bar graph will be shown here. Because we are giving src, it will load automatically, and admin can see the graphs. Whenever he opens the page, it will fetch all the author's information, how many quotes the author given. So like that, we are showing the data in the front end. There is another way, that is using chart.js. So we will do the same in our dashboard, admin dashboard. So in Mad1, that was how we were doing. Right now, we will use this. What we will use, we will use chart.js library, that is JavaScript library, to generate graphs. So okay, I will go to official page, chart.js, chart.js, and with Java chart.js, which is built with JavaScript, we can create graphs. Let's go to samples directly. So we can do bar charts. So if we pass data to this, so this is the config for this graph. Constant config equal to type bar chart, and we need to pass some data. We need to also pass the options, title, charges, bar graph, bar chart. So these things we need to set up. Uh, you can also do the CDN thing. So here, whatever they are giving, I think it is for CDN. So API. How to use this samples. I think we need to do the same thing. Where is HTML part? Labels equal to this. Okay, getting started would help. Getting started. So yeah, so here is a chart. Create a chart. So we need to create a div, and we need to give some ID like charges. So I created this. I mean, there is canvas with ID charge, my chart, and to this ID we are importing charges script. And the script, what it is doing is it is creating some ctx equal to document dot uh, get element by id. It is getting this id element with this id my chart, and into this canvas it is uh, using this charges library to show the chart. So let's just copy this, then we will use it according to our uses. So it is copied. I will go to admin front dashboard. So we don't need to worry about backend now. It's time to go to front end. So that's about the backend. Also, we need to send data from backend. That's another thing. For now, let's go to src, views, admin, home view. So this is the admin dashboard. Here I will paste the code. Control S. I think this will give some error because uh, we need to do this in. I don't think Vue will support this because inside the template, another script, it will not. So let's check. Yeah. Tags with side effects, scripts and style are ignored in client component templates. So we can do CDN. So this method is called CDN, Content Delivery Network. So how to do this? So let's go here itself. And I think here they mentioned it, creating a chart. Yeah, so it is not, should be, yeah, CDN. Uh, so also know the difference between CDN and CLI. CLI is a server based. CDN is importing the library and then using it in your computer. So just make sure, guys, difference between CDN and CLI in Viva they will ask. So this is a CDN example. So installation, yeah, this is what we need. Because we are using CLI, we need to install CLI also.
So far, we have been using CLA, right? Having this for architecture, folder architecture, we are using CLA, correct?
Uh, Folder architecture.
I mean, like
No,
we have
this is
back
whole CLI itself. In the we are
CLA.
creating separate server, right? Hmm.
Correct, correct. So for this chart JS, then it wouldn't work in CLI? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, Vue won't support it because we need to give a script tag. I mean, we need to import the again. So how to spell? Uh, Here you are not rendering the okay, or else you can do this thing. We can keep it outside. That is in index.html because this is how we can pass the script tag. Hope it will work. So let me just check. Through this CLI, I'm rendering the front end, right? Using JavaScript. So anyway, I'm returning index.html. Inside index.html, I'm trying to import this this chart.js library, and I will try to use this here. I'm not sure. Let's check if it works. Yeah, here I will put this, and we need to give this div and canvas thing. Okay, it is not working. Uh, so how it is supposed to be? What if I keep this whole thing here itself in index.html? Before app to, this app with ID app, I will paste it here just to check if it works or not. So yeah, we go here. Okay, so here you can see this is coming from the HTML index.html, not the view file. So we can't use CDN thing inside CL, I guess. I mean, if it works, we should be able to see that, right? So it is not coming inside this view application. So this view application, this HTML. Inside HTML, we are able to see the graph using the CDN and the canvas ID, might chart.js. Maybe there is a way. Let's ask ChatGPT if it has any way. Yes, Chandra.
Yes, sir. So you have taught us everything through CLI, right? So that is the plan I will try to implement. But if it is
Okay.
like changing now to CDN, I mean,
No, no, no. I'm not changing this. So the view application is CLI. We are using CLI to create this view application. Chart.js to show the reports like graphs of the application information, all those things. I just want to avoid this. Like, so this is very basic template. We need to pass data and it will show a graph here. Like if you update here, I will creep 100 and give uh, black. Okay. So it will show here black 100. So we just need to information here. We don't need to learn anything here. So it is just we can just copy paste two or three graphs and give the data give the data here and it will show. But the data has to be what is it? Um, Flexible, right? We need to pass the data also to this script. So yeah, we should not use this CDN. Uh, so what I was trying to say is view is CLI. We are rendering it to our server. Anyway, we are showing this template in the browser, right? Here, what I wanted to do is I just want to use this chart.js, but I don't want to use it like install modules in the my view application and show it in front end. I thought just to import the script and show it, but the view don't support it. So previously when I kept two script tags, it shown some error like two scripts tab can be there, like only one should be there. So then I kept it like this, CTX, and then I was trying to import that module, but Vue don't support that. So I think we have to install, and then I just wanted to check if it works or not. In index.html, we can have multiple scripts, so there is no limitation. So that's why I pasted it in this body and imported the script here, and it is working fine. Then what I thought to do is, okay, I think I can remove this. So anyway, I'm importing the chart.js here. I thought if I keep the script here inside Vue application, it will show, but it is not showing. So if it shows, then we don't need to install. So is there any way? I'm just checking without installing. So let's ask ChatGPT if it's there any way. In index.html, I imported chart.js modules using CDN, Why this is not, why chart is not getting displayed in view page, but in HTML it is showing. Okay, likely due to how Vue manages the DOM. Okay, we if we give setup, it will work then. Okay, then let's try setup then. Script setup. No. This still in HTML. It's not even printing this admin dashboard. Why? Is the token expired? Should not be now be the reason. What if I remove this? Why it's blank? Is it because of the script? I'm not sure. Yeah. So it was because of the script. So maybe we can do this with this. So yeah. Uh, so ChatGPT is saying we can do use this to do that. Import chart from if using View Options API. Okay, Shyam. What's the recording? Yeah, I think we can use this one. Options API. Control AP. So there is no charges. We need to install that. So how to install that? Let's see. Uh, so I'm going to front end and I will do npm install. Uh, so from charges, I will import the charges. So there is something installation guide. Yeah, we need to do this. Install chart.js, and it is installing the modules inside our Vue CLI, and it installed that. So if I refresh, yeah, so now it is working. So what happened is I tried it to import via CLI, but it was not working. So right now, after I did the npm install, it the Vue the charges modules got installed in my the Vue CLI, and it is there. Now, if you go to package log JSON, here if we search chart.js, see here the charges module got installed in our Vue CLI. So that's why we are able to see this thing, and we can use the data. So data and return. So here we can see all the information. So if you are showing some graph, so just copy some, like there are some samples, right? We can use the samples to just use them as a template, and we can pass our own data to show the information. uh, Names equal to I will give for example, I will give apple, banana, orange, and then I will give numbers equal to this, and I will pass this information in this. Instead of labels, I will use uh, this dot names, and instead of labels, I mean instead of labels, sorry, this data set data, I will give this dot numbers. If I save, so here we are showing our own information like apples and bananas information. So where you can get this information, you can make a API which will result the statistics information, and from that information you will just fetch that information and you will pass the information to this. I mean, you will keep the information in this data, and after that, in the mounted, whenever you mount, create these graphs, and inside these graphs, uh, so pass this information that you got from the API call. I mean, first do API call on mounted, save that information in this data, get that data into this chart.js, and whenever you keep it here, it will show it in the front end. So that's it, guys. How to generate graphs. Like if I do some change here, like 30, then 40, it will not show because I need to give one more name, orange, and then jackfruit. So now it got updated. So like that, whenever you refresh this page, make a API call, get the statistics of the current application, like how many users, how many parking spots. I mean, for a specific application, how many people registered, how many people not registered. Like for all slots, how many slots got registered, how many slots not got registered. So just get the data and pass it to the graph, and graph will be displayed here. So just take one example from here. You can see, right? There are some examples. So where it goes, yes, samples. So pick one which you can use in your application. There is also pie chart, I guess. Here it is not there. Maybe somewhere. Chart.js pie chart. Yeah, there is pie. So let's copy this thing. Okay, there are so many things. Colorize, data, setup. How to use this. Yeah, we can, or else we can copy some template here and we can pass values here. I think it was showing multi, like there are so many things to configure this thing, like options, and then this is the config. So it is using some function to randomize the colors. So it is using name randomize, and then it is randomly putting colors here. There are so many things associated with this. Let's ask ChatGPT. Give uh, pie chart code with chart JS. So it is giving some data. Let's check if it works. Okay, then so it is working. So we can pass our own data. So yeah, it overwritten the code. Control Z. I think let's only copy the uh, on
Sir,
mounted.
how to show two charts in the same page?
Yeah, you can create multiple IDs, right? Okay, let's do that thing. Let's do that one. So instead of one ID, you can give multiple IDs. So let it be my chart, and inside this, I will give one more canvas ID equal to pie chart, and yeah. So here I will give one more constant CTX pi equal to this, and I need to use the same data. So constant CTX equal to document dot. Okay, I will do new chart.
Sir, get element ID
Uh,
also you have to change.
get
My chart.
element ID. Yeah. Uh, so first let me copy this on mounted. So I just need to avoid this till here. Uh, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that's it. Yeah. So pie chart. So Control V. Okay, there is no errors in brackets, so I think it's fine. And here we need to pass the CTX that we created. Where it gone? Yeah. So CTX pi. Yeah, here we can see there are two graphs now. One is bar chart, one is pie chart.
Sir, can you maximize that window just for once?
Okay, we can give some styling to make it look small. Uh,
That is fine, sir. I think we can do that.
okay then. Okay, let me just try once. Canvas style width equal to 100%, 100 pixels. Oh yeah, it is working. So we can give style like that. So maximum height. So that's it, guys. So I'm not sure about this notation. Like here, I'm trying to use this, but it is giving this data option, so many things. Uh, Maybe in this, there is a documentation getting started, step by step guide. Okay, maybe here we can see how to generate these graphs. Build a new application with charges in a folder. Create the package.json. Uh, okay, then if you are interested in learning this, then you can go through this documentation. So that's it, guys. Any doubts till now? So that's about the mat 2. Uh,
Sir, submission, can you just couple of minutes and tell about
yeah,
submission?
sure, sure. So let's go to the application once. So let's check if it has everything. So it does have role-based access control. If you give some wrong information, it will, I mean, wrong information to login, it will give error. So on dashboard, it is showing graphs. It takes time to customize it, like make it good. Uh, so this is about page. We can go to slash quotes because the admin can go to user page also. Slash quotes, and it will take some time to load. So you can use view JS script to show a loading image also here. If the data is loading, we can show the loading image, but no need. So this is enough. So you can just tell to now it is cached. If I refresh, it will give instantly because the information got cached. So you can tell this to the proctor, and whenever you make change after deleting, if you refresh, so better in JavaScript is after deleting something, reload the page, or else reload this code function itself. Then it will take some time to load. So because I haven't implemented anything like that in JavaScript, I need to reload again. If I reload, okay, why it is not working? Delete. Not sure why it is deleting. What happened? According to HTML specification, cause saturation errors and potentially it is giving some errors like H4 cannot be child of paragraph element. Okay, these things, the HTML syntax, no need to worry. So now again it is caching. So when we are deleting, it is not caching. Not sure why it is. If after this, I will just explain how to do this project submission. Then it will be clear. Okay, now it got cached. If I add new code, if I refresh, okay, it is not deleting cache. Maybe I have to ask ChatGPT.
Sir, I will leave. I will just check rest of the recording later.
Okay then. Or else you people can go through this, right? If any error comes, how to debug that. So I will do the same thing. I will check multiple resources if everything is correct. Okay, then I will just explain this how to submit the project.
Sure, sir.
So I just ignored this salary schedule. I mean this salary beat schedule because we don't want. You can also delete this test.py once the project is done. So everything is done. So I will just do a last commit. Uh, added everything. So you can give the commit as they mentioned. So just commit it. So sync changes. It will be pushed to origin, like remote to origin. So done. So GitHub synced it. Now we'll go to GitHub account. Hub.com slash Matterport. So here we can see the latest commit, added everything now. So it is latest one. Now what we need to do is click on code, click on download zip, and then save it. Let's go to file manager to check if it is in correct order. So if we open this zip, there is another folder here. Is it supposed how, I mean, how they are supposing, like how we want to submit it? Let's check. The submission folder. Yeah, so this is a submission folder. Like if we extract the zip file, it should create a folder, and inside that there should be the coding files. So, uh, so, so this is what they are expecting. Like one folder. Like if we extract this, it should create one folder. But if I extract this one, it will create multiple folders. So I need to extract this first. Extract, and then Here I need to go inside. So it created two folders. So right now one folder, inside that again another folder, and inside this I have the code files. So what I need to do is I need to move it to the downloads folder. So here we can see only one folder. If I open it, it will show the coding folders. So that's it. Now I need to rename this folder according to how they are saying. Codes app 22F300285. That's it. Now I need to zip it. So compress to zip. So that's it. Now if I open, it will directly go to this codes app. So okay, it is not going. Maybe that's how Windows does. First, let's do the validation checker. Validation file. Uh, Chandra, do you have that zip file validation validator? Like there is some Google form. It will check if.
No, sir.
No, right. Okay then. So I will go to the Viva portal.
But I understand whatever the zip we upload, right? Once they extract it, there should be one high level folder, and inside that, all your application folders, etc.,
I
should
mean,
be.
you don't need to strict it very. I mean, for it very exactly. Uh, what you can do is you can do this validity check. So if you go to Viva Booking, there is something called validity check. So before submitting everything, first check the zip file you created. It will pass this or not. Is the file less than 10 MB? Because we extruded the modules. If you do virtual environment, it will be more than 10 MB. So that's why I haven't created it, or else we don't need. Just need to make sure like you have all the requirements like you kept in the folder. Oh, I forgot that. So I will explain it at the end. But for now, I will just select this file. Uh, yeah, so I'm browsing this. So downloads and then the zip file, codes app, and then submit. So it got submitted. I will just check my mail. So here we got the response. So overall validation passed. What it means is, um, so the file we submitted, it is fine. So we can proceed submitting this project. So now we can go here to the Viva portal and we can submit this. I mean, if you've done everything, then you can submit, because if the validation result it gave, it is saying overall validation passed, it means the system can work on it. If it is not as expected, then it will give error. So because the overall validation passed, now you can submit the product without any issues. So that's it. And another thing regarding the packages, you just need to keep every information. Uh, so right now you have installed everything in the root folder. You need to keep the information like what package you installed, uh, uh, what modules installed, what version they are. So in order to keep the information, what we need to do is pip freeze. It will list all the requirements like the modules we installed, like this AMQ 5.3.1, and then Jinja, and then Flask, everything. So we need to keep the information, or else if you try to run this project in another computer, we haven't installed all these things, right? It will give error. Maybe after 2 or 3 days, if some module, I mean, they upgraded it and they don't have some options, maybe they will change the syntax, so it will give error. So that's why we'll just keep all the information. So pip freeze angular bracket, this uh, angular bracket, and you can give any name. So we'll just keep it requirements.txt. So it will create requirements.txt inside this backend folder. So here all the information will be mentioned. So that's it. We don't need to create any virtual environment. We can just install all the requirements. How we can install? Pip install -r and then requirements.txt, and it will install all these packages which are necessary to run your Flask application. So that's it. Now I will do a last commit. uh, Requirements added. So that's it. So this is the one thing you have to do. So sync changes. Now anyone can download this code and then install these requirements. Then they can run your application. So that's it. So yeah, I will share every information in the group later. So you can also download this code and then run it in your computer. Then do some changes and understand how it is working. So you can also implement the same in your application after running.
Sir,
Yeah.
before going, I had just one question.
Hmm.
When you actually installed charge.js, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, so does that come under CDN or not?
No, we installed it, so it comes under CLI. So in index.js, I was importing before, but I removed the line. So because we installed, we can see in the packages log, I mean package log JSON. Here we can find the chart.js. So we installed chart.js into our CLI. So we
Got
are
it.
serving CLI also, this chart.js also. If we are not installed it using CDN, I mean, if we not installed it in our CLI,
Hmm.
we have to import it from the using CDN. So
Got
importing
it.
is CDN, serving is CLI. So that's the difference.
Got it, sir. Got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Any other doubts?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I
I'll
covered
drop
everything,
some more details.
though there are errors, but I was also refreshing. Yes, Chandra, you were saying something. Sorry.
No, sir. I mean, that's what. So I leave thanks
Okay,
for all
then.
your
Yeah.
help, sir. Yeah.
Okay, then. So that's it, guys. I covered everything. Bye.
Bye.
Vaishnavi, do you have any doubts? Okay. Okay, then. Yeah. Okay, then. Thanks for joining. Finally completed. Bye.